Very pleased to say that Dave Beynon is with us here from Greenlight, and a major bit of good news for you.
Good morning, Tim. Yeah, absolutely. We're all very delighted, as I'm sure you can imagine. It's been 9 years since we last covered the TT, and we're very much looking forward to getting started and up for the challenge.
How big a miss has it been? Your home event, in effect.
Yeah, no, it's been a big miss. It's an event we love. You know, we spent a long time covering it. And of course, it's the home event, and it hurts when you don't have it. But we've worked away for the last 9 years all over the world. We've worked really hard on the way we cover events and how we portray our events. And hopefully the time is right for us to make a big impact on the TT again.
It's been a very, very long tender process and negotiation phase, hasn't it?
It has, and I think, you know, it's an important contract for the government to sort out, and so there's a lot of details to go through. But yes, it's been a very long time, and of course there's not that much time now before the TT, so we're going to be very busy over the next few months.
That really, for somebody coming in new, is a very tight window, isn't it? I say new, but it is in effect, isn't it, after 9 years
it is,
away?
because of course we have nothing, you know, you can't sort of book anything in advance when you're not expecting necessarily to be covering it, so it will make it a short lead-in time, but it is only 9 years ago that we were covering it, so we do remember the event very well. We've obviously pre-booked everybody ready to go, and it's just now the contract's finally signed, which was Friday. We can push ahead and ink all those deals in place.
North One have been widely praised, haven't they, for their coverage? Yep. And because of that, it's big boots in a way to fill.
It is, yes. No, I mean, they've done a very good job, you know, and they took the coverage onto another level. They had a lot more resources than we ever had when we were covering it, and now it's raised that level right up, and we're eager to fill their boots.
You can't really, I guess, tell us too much more at the moment about who will be presenting and how the coverage is going to go, because you've only just been awarded the contract, is that right?
Yeah, literally the contract was signed 3:35 on Friday afternoon, so this week is when we really ink those deals in. Most of it is all in place, and it'll be released over the next few weeks on the build-up to the launch. But I mean, there are certain details, you know, we feel that there's a great opportunity to improve the storytelling of the races, and I think our graphics package will give a lot more information to viewers as the races develop. You'll see a lot more on how the story of the race unfolds, and that's one area we're really going to concentrate on.
And the support as well from the satellite broadcaster SES, and also from Duke Marketing. Is that right?
No, it's been very much a team effort, and it's been very refreshing working with Richard and Jim from SES and Peter from Duke Video, and they're bringing their elements of expertise into it. We bring ours, and we think it's a really good package.
And Southern 100, that's been one that you've kept your hand in over the years. It's a lower budget, obviously, production, but it's your sponsorship to help them, all the guys there and girls down at Beynon, and that's continuing as well.
Very much so, yeah, and we all love working with George and the team down there, and very much the friendly road racers as they're known. And this year, there's an extra 1 hour programme on Eurosport, so there'll be 3 hours of coverage on Eurosport as well as 2 hours on ITV4, and coverage around the world as well.
Just finally, it's not just getting the pictures, and of course you're based here on the island as well, there at Tramode, so the editing suites will be ready to go as soon as you can get that coverage back to them. But it is about the distribution, isn't it? It's about getting the TT out to a worldwide audience.
It is. I mean, one of the areas that has hopefully worked in our advantage is that we're going to produce another 16 features around the year to try and keep the event and the brand of the event maintained throughout the year. So it's not just that peak of 2 weeks coverage for the TT and 2 weeks for the Festival of Motorcycling, but all throughout the year there will be trickles of information, feature stories shot with riders, and keeping the name of the TT to the fore throughout the year.
Festival of Motorcycling has been very much more featurey, hasn't it, magazine-y in terms of the programme. Are you going to look at the racing a bit more, maybe?
Yeah, very much so. I think it's perhaps been a little bit of a weakness in the past that there's no real coverage of the racing at all. So we're expanding from 1 hour to 2 hours of coverage on ITV4 this year, or hopefully on ITV4. And combining those feature stories, those interviews with the riders, looking at the bikes, but also covering some of the race action as well.